People don't even know the meaning of loyalty. Loyalty is not blind loyalty to your friend. No. This is about patriotism. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. This was in the last couple of months. Can you see it very well? That's me and Tinubu. You can see. He said he never trusted me. Why won't he trust me? And by this time, we were no longer together. I was already on my own. He contested. I contested. I've never been in the same political party with him. So you can see it. So, Mr. Olafemi or whatever, Folafemi or whatever. So you can see it. Okay? I'm so confident if I see him tomorrow, you will still see us hug. You know that I have nothing personal against him. I'm only telling him the truth. Am I digging up Asiwaju's past? Asiwaju's past is on the internet. There is nothing to dig up. So, and that's why I'm saying the people walking around him were so lazy.
Thank you, Chief Dele Momodu. Thank you so much. And you know, the problem with this country is that we want to redefine everything. People want to redefine truth. People want to redefine loyalty. People want to redefine patriotism. It now sounds like a certain tribalistic, ethnocentric, religious, or some level of friendship. I've said it before on this platform. The day Mr. Peter Obi and a couple of other guys I hold in high esteem in this country begins to derail from the message that I've known them for, begin to sound like a lie, or begin to sound like a certain way, other from the interest of this country that is in their heart, I will leave them and abandon their ships. The problem is, you guys see Nigeria but from your ethnic glasses. You see Nigeria but from your tribal lenses. It cannot work. You can be my friend and I will not agree to your values and principles. That is how first world nations were built and developed. But in this country, everybody has to keep quiet. So because he has been Tinubu's friend, he doesn't have a right to his own opinion. A country is seeking in values and principles, seeking in morals and justification, seeking in righteousness. I know they used to say that there's no morality in politics. But somebody has to play by a rule somehow. You have to choose to play certain rules. Let people know you. And so like Peter B said, reintroduce yourself, sir. Thank you, Mr. Dele Momodu. I really didn't want to look back at Dele Momodu and a couple of these guys here and there, but Dele has shown to me in this video that I watched that he deserves some attention. And let's give it to him. He deserves. I want to watch this video. Dele Momodu chiding his friend Bola Tinubu, blasting him and telling him the raw truth, the raw one, undiluted. Also going to talk about his spokesperson, all this rubbish. Anybody that talks to Tinubu say he never. Excuse me. If Dele Momodu decides to go to Tinubu's camp now, just the way Reno has gone, you know how much he is worth. So if somebody respect people, I know we have our differences with Dele and a couple of all these other guys, but the truth of the matter is that these guys have chosen anybody that speaks up in this time, man, in this era, respect that person. That speaks against power, respect that person, because it is not a convenient time. It's not a convenient time at all. I want to watch the video and share this video. Let's spread message like this. Let the world knows that even though we have been tagged as forgers and manipulators and as people that there are still some of us that refuses to succumb to this world pressure of lies. Even though the CSU and deposition and all these things have shown that this country is a terrible place to be at the moment. Let's say that there are some of us that says no, we have disagreed. That's why our voices can be heard. Share this video and make your opinion count, and listen to Dele Momodu, a good man, at least for this particular content.
They deserve an apology, but to be rubbing pepper and salt into their injury is unpardonable. People don't even know the meaning of loyalty. Loyalty is not blind loyalty to your friend. No. This is about patriotism. Okay, I found what I'm looking for. This was in the last couple of months. Can you see it very well? That's me and Tinubu. You can see. He said he never trusted me. Why won't he trust me? And by this time, we were no longer together. I was already on my own. He contested. I contested. I've never been in the same political party with him. So you can see it. So, Mr. Olafemi or whatever, for Lafemi or whatever, so you can see it. Okay? I'm so confident if I see him tomorrow, you will still see us hug. He knows that I have nothing personal against him. I'm only telling him the truth. And if he continues to listen, you can see, I was telling you about Okunbo Afukuyomi earlier on. That is Kayode Fayemi. Long before he even dreamt of being governor. That's when that's me. That's my house. I'm serving them food in my house in Ghana. You can see. So you think I will go to them, I won't get something? I'm not interested. I've been living my life independently all my life. You can see it. So we're all friends. I have nothing against anybody. So if you think I hate Tinubu, that is your business. You don't hate someone by telling them the truth. You hate them by telling them lies to collect their money. Have I ever told you not to support Tinubu? Never. I've never called anybody to say don't support Tinubu, but don't call me. It's my personal decision, and it's nothing new. Did you not see us together just now? If we are fighting, will he hug me the way he's hugging me? No. I deal with people the way they deal with me. I don't have anything personal against anybody. So don't can see us again. If you think it's a joke to stand with a man like this when we're not in the same political party, you can see us. And Tinubu, he hasn't sent them on all these errands. So I don't know. Look, you can see us. So it's nothing personal. So how can I be close to a man like this and I say I'm not interested in joining his political family and you don't credit me for that? It means that in your life you never have any serious ambition, any serious deal, because your life must depend on politicians. No, I'm not interested. I don't know why anybody should be angry. Am I digging up Asiwaju's past? Asiwaju's past is on the internet. There is nothing to dig up. So, and that's why I'm saying the people walking around him were so lazy. They should have done a better job of cleaning up. There is nobody who is perfect in the world. Donald Trump, everybody knew Donald Trump was not perfect. Yet he became the president of America. But when he couldn't manage his affairs well, have you not seen what is happening now? So, that's Supreme Court cannot shock anybody. How will they shock us? You don't know. I'm sure, well, it's the level at which you are playing, you know. If you understand where this thing is, you will know that this thing has gone beyond Atiku, it has gone beyond Tinubu. This thing now has a life of its own. It's God at play now. Let all of us just go and pray and wait for God's verdict. It's not about Supreme Court's even. Wait for God's verdict. That's all. It's God. It's God. We've done what we can for our nation. That's all. A lot of people, they won't appreciate it now. They will appreciate it in years to come. That some people, look at Gani Fayemi. Gani Fayemi started this thing so many years ago. You heard when Alhaji Atiku Abubakar was saluting his foresight. That look, what you started is what we are finishing now. It has taken so long because some people refused to clean up Asiwaju's record. There is nothing in it that cannot be cleaned up. I'm involved in media and PR. I know what I'm talking about, but some lazy people around him who are just deceiving and collecting his money should have done that job. If I was a member of their political family, that would have been one service I would render free of charge for him. In 16 years, he left power 16 years ago, and yet in 16 years, and they knew he had ambition. The last time I visited him, about 3-4 years ago, I asked him, are you contesting? He said he had not made up his mind. But I suspected he wanted to run. And I wanted to know, because I also wanted to run again. I ran in 2011, and I wanted to run in 2023. So I wanted to know if he was running and all that. And then, but these guys around him were just busy, chopping, collecting money, land, everything. And ordinary school certificate they couldn't get for him. That would have settled this matter permanently. And then let him stop talking about, I went to Chicago, I didn't go to Chicago. That's all. Any other problem, apologize to Nigerians. When I left Buhari, I apologized to Nigerians publicly. I said, I'm sorry. I regret supporting him. I'm very sorry. Forgive me. That is not, you see, sorry is the most expensive word in the world. In the entire dictionary, sorry, if God gives you that wisdom to know how to say sorry, you will get away with a lot. But when you insult people for telling you the truth, you will get them angrier. My advice to all those APC people attacking people everywhere and abusing them is that they are not helping Tinubu. Just one word, sorry, sorry, sorry can solve a lot of problems. But since they don't want to listen, let them carry on. The church, thank you for not abandoning Atiku. There is no way. When I know the man is doing what is right. If I abandon Atiku and run to Tinubu, then I would have abandoned both of them and abandoned my own principle. I can't. I would never sacrifice my own principle for anybody. Anybody on the line. I studied Atiku very well, and I saw that, okay, so people like this still exist in this country. A lot of people don't know him because he doesn't talk. He hardly talks. If I even see yesterday, he doesn't talk much, just a few words. He's a man of action. They thought he would go to Chicago and come back empty-handed. So those who are celebrating, there is nothing to the Chicago thing. Continue. You know, truth will catch up with you if you don't catch up with it. Why should Tinubu forge what he actually has? Of course, he didn't have it. And people, you know, big men don't go out. Let me tell you something. Big men sit down and everything comes to them. So when there are mistakes, he may not even discover. That's it. He will send people go and do this thing. They should have sat together to clean up his biography. Do a proper biography for him. That's why people don't know why MKO loved me. It's because we were ahead. We were able to do things. He will send us, go and do this investigation, go and do this research. And, you know, by the time I started talking to MKO, I was only about 31. About 30, that's about 32 years ago. And I would advise, he will send me somewhere, go and do this, go and do that, and I will come back, and when he checks it, he will see that it is very thorough. Same thing I've been doing for Atiku. If I get it, last week they were circulating something on Atiku, and I forwarded it to him. Not only did he read it, he took his time to respond and to explain. That's leadership. But Tinubu is surrounded by people who are worshiping him every minute. On your mandate, which has done nothing. Everybody goes there, how to get this appointment, get that appointment. So it's very easy for him to fall into this kind of wahala. Because there is never a time for him to sit down and look at things. And look at Atiku is different. Send anything to him. If it is important enough, he will respond in writing. Not that in writing, he will respond. I'm telling you, so I've interacted with both of them. I know them very well. So it's not that type of business. Atiku still went back to school in the last 2 years. Graduated from Cambridge. In the last 2 years, he went back to school. That's Atiku for you. You know, but people, you know, we underrate people once they are not from our part of the country. And then so you just hate people for nothing. And so that's it. But on this Chicago thing, attending a school is not enough qualification. Getting a transcript from a school is not enough. What does the annex say? What does the affidavit submit say? That's all. There are too many glaring errors, and everybody is running away from me. I can't understand. How can a man graduate from a school? He entered with false credentials, and I will defend it. I can't. In good conscience, that's me. But if they say that's how it is in America, and that you can enter a school with anything and graduate with anything, and once you graduate, all your sins are forgiven. Okay? Unless you want to tell me that Government College Lagos existed in 1970. If they have explanation for it, I don't know. It's possible. Someone said the social security number was an error. Okay. How come everything around him is always an error? So, so he has to blame himself for having incompetent people around him. That's all. Run to Tinubu. Nobody will accept him, Tinubu. I don't know who you are referring to. It can't be me. Because I can't run to anybody. I have no reason to run to anybody. All Tinubu needed to do was to do WAEC. You can even do it in his house. You can do these days. You can do any exam, online, and you will get certificate online. So I don't know, but you see, the people around you will tell you, "Oh, don't worry, nobody can look at you. Oh, don't worry, nobody can do anything. Oh, don't worry." So that's what happens to most of our African leaders, because they know that nothing will happen. So. Yeah, social security code error, certificate error, date of birth error, from same file, same person. I mean, then something is wrong, and then you are blaming me for it. Adekunle error, then you are blaming me for it. So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, and people are defending that and getting angry. I'm not angry with you that you are incompetent. Why should you be angry with me that I'm talking about your incompetence? The only reason you can be angry is because I am talking about your incompetence. That's all. Uncle Dele, hope your certificate is not. I have my certificates. I have my original. I did school SAP 3 times. I have all 3. School SAP 3 times. My first one, I had the progress 3. I have the certificate. The second one, I did it. In the third one, I did it. I have all intact. So. My university, my first degree, I was a lecturer at the age of 22 to 23. All my former students at the Oyo State College of Arts and Science, they know me. I taught people in the University of Ife use of English in their part 1. They know me. One of them is a senator now. So I don't have such a controversy. I'm just fortunate that I have good people around me who stood by me and made sure that every document, I don't like filling forms, and I hate errors, but I sat down with them. I was patient enough with them when they were showing me things. This is that. Whatever we couldn't find, we made sure we looked for everything. I traced all my records up to Bauchi State and back. That's how serious. Not to not talk of a man who has access to billions, who can send anybody on errand to go and find anything for him, and they are bringing you Oluwole certificate. It is sad. They should sack all of them. Because it's not Tinubu that will go and do all those things himself. Now, it's some people who bring it to him and say, "We've done it, sir," and he accepted it, or he didn't even check it.